Our home base while in Holland was the seaport town of Zandvoort. It lies on the North Seashore. After taking off the rearview mirror while backing into a parking spot, we had to go into the town center to try to locate some duct tape. That evening we took a stroll along the seacoast and wound up eating at a restaurant recommended by our bed and breakfast host. The next morning we took a train into Amsterdam. As you exit the train station, you're met by a sea of bicycles. If you walk Amsterdam, you have to be very careful because the bike riders seem to think that they have the right of way. One of the highlights about visiting Amsterdam is the architecture. This is the train station. Another highlight about visiting Amsterdam is to take a boat ride on the canals that dot the city. There is a ticket office right across from the train station. It is extremely expensive to live in Amsterdam. One of the ways people have avoided the high cost of living here is to purchase houseboats that are permanently docked and to turn them into homes. A boat ride on the canals is the most relaxing way to be introduced to Amsterdam. We would recommend that you do this before anything else. Returning to the dock area, it is an easy walk to Amsterdam's main central square. On that walk, you will pass this building, which held Europe's first stock exchange. The central square marks the location where merchants in 1250 dammed up the Amstel River, hence the name Amsterdam. While most of the buildings surrounding the main square are commercial in nature, this building, which is 600 years old, is called the New Church, and at one end of the square is the royal residence of the Queen of the Netherlands. Catholicism was outlawed in Holland for over 200 years. During that time, Catholics met secretly in this building. This is the entrance to the Amsterdam Museum. The seal above the door with the 3 X's is the family seal of the Habsburgs. This area of Amsterdam served as a housing project for unwed mothers. The pilgrims who sailed to the New World in the Mayflower met in this church to pray for safe passage. Another area of Amsterdam that is a must-see for tourists is the Flower District. No trip to Amsterdam is complete without visiting the Anne Frank house. The town of Delft started around the 11th century, and the city was chartered in 1246. William of Orange took up residence in the town in 1572. In the same year, the city was attacked by Spanish forces in October, but they were repelled. William was assassinated in 1584 and was buried in the new church. The painter Johannes Vermeer was born here in 1632. On October 12, 1654, 30 tons of gunpowder exploded and killed over 100 people, including Rembrandt's most promising pupil. Delft is famous for its blue and white ceramic pottery and for cheeses manufactured in this area. If you can time your trip to Holland in the spring when the tulips are in bloom, the Keukenhof Gardens are a must-see attraction. Haarlem is an easy day trip, either by car or train from Amsterdam. Most of the important sites lie along the center square of the town. This statue is of Lorenz Koster, whom locals believe invented movable type 40 years before Gutenberg. The square is a centerpiece of Dutch architecture. Around it you will find buildings such as this, the City Hall, the main meat market of the town, and the town's largest church. The church's organ, completed in 1738, was the largest in the world at that time. Herman Melville mentions it in his novel Moby Dick. Mendelssohn, Handel, and Mozart have played on this organ. The ceiling of the church is made of cedar. The choir area was the first part of the church to be completed. Services were conducted in here while the church was under construction. Dutch wealth was based upon sea trade. 3 models of ships are suspended from the ceiling to note that fact. Over 1,000 people are buried beneath the floors of this church, including the famous Dutch artist Frans Hal. If you can visit this town on a Tuesday, you'll be entertained by a cheese carrying race. On our way to Bruges, Belgium, we stopped by the town of Gouda to buy some of their cheese. We also stopped by Kinderdijk, which has the largest collection of the old Holland windmills.